And what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Acceleracers Hub for another video. Hope you're all having an absolutely awesome Monday. So for today's video, we're doing something a little bit out of the ordinary. I know normally I only do Hot Wheels Unleashed content on live streams when I'm playing through the game, but today it's going to be sort of the first, Hot Wheels Unleashed related video. And as a lot of you guys know, I've already put a bunch of hours into the game. Definitely not half as many as a lot of you guys have, but I've probably played through at least, what would you say, like 40 or 50 hours of the game, and absolutely loving the game so far. It did have a couple of issues, like it was really grindy to get coins to unlock cars, and it was just kind of, lacking some new content. I know you could add new tracks, and they've got new cars coming over the next couple of months, but it was after the first, month and a half of the game being out, because it came out at the end of October. And here we were, the first week of November, and it really just wasn't. A lot of people had already unlocked every car in the game just by grinding through multiplayer races, and they put tons of time into it. But other than, making custom liveries for some of the cars and building new tracks, the game just kind of got sort of repetitive after a while. Not to mention how long it took to save up coins to buy new cars in the shop with online multiplayer races, because let's be honest, a lot of the times at most you're getting like 70, 75 coins per race, and some of those cars in the shop are like 2,000 coins. But then they went and hooked us up with the first racing season. It finally came out, I believe November 11th, it came out at midnight. Or wait, no. It came out at noon on November 11th, because that's right, because we were live streaming on November 11th at midnight, waiting on the racing season, and it didn't come out till noon the next day, and that was terrible. I wish they would have told us that in advance. But anyways, they finally dropped the DC Super Villains racing season, and guys, it is absolutely awesome. I'm so glad they added this to the game, and I just wish they would have done it sooner. I feel like some people probably already got sick of the game within the first 3 weeks to a month, because there just wasn't a whole lot of new content coming out. But with this racing season, it's definitely going to keep people engaged, and it gives me so much hope for future racing seasons, like maybe a Highway 35 or an Acceleracers racing season. I've got my fingers absolutely crossed. But let's go ahead and jump into Hot Wheels Unleashed and take a look at what you can unlock in the DC Super Villains racing season. And here we are in Hot Wheels Unleashed. As you can see, they've added the Deathstroke car from the DC Super Villains racing season to the front of the game. Looks super sick. I can't wait. My goal is my dream is one day to see the Dior 2 right on the front of the game. That would be awesome. But as you can see over in the far right, we have now daily challenges that you can get XP from, which you can use in the racing seasons. Definitely a nice little addition to the game. But let's go ahead and go over to the racing season. So as you can see here, I am on tier 7, almost on tier 8. We're about halfway there. But lots of cool unlockable items. Really, really love how they set this up. But basically the way they broke this down was there is a free racing season, but you're not eligible to get all the premium rewards is what they called it. So you could make it through all the tiers and play through it, but you wouldn't get all the items out of the racing season. But the way you could get all the items was paying $6 to unlock the premium racing season, which is what I did. But for me personally, if I'm going to be playing through all these racing season tiers and levels, I want all the rewards. I don't want just half of them. I want to get everything that it has to possibly offer. So I went ahead and forked over the $6. Not that big of a deal in comparison to some games, but it's got lots of cool basement items that you can earn from this racing season. Here's a profile icon that comes as soon as you purchase it, and this is the Deathstroke vehicle. So as soon as you purchase the racing season, you get both those items right away. And then, as you can see here, there's a ton of gears and coins in this racing season, which is absolutely amazing because it costs so many coins sometimes to buy these blind boxes and cars in the shop. But this is going to be a fantastic way to speed up that process and sort of eliminate some of that grind, because it looks like basically 3,500 coins and 500 gears for every other tier that you reach. I'm not sure what the word is. But so this will make it so much easier to acquire cars from the shop and just blind boxes in general, and gears to upgrade your cars. It really is a massive win. But just sort of moving on through the racing season tiers, let's take a look at some of the items you can unlock. Here is a DC Super Villains wall that you can equip. Then we have lots of decorations like this looks like, a coin? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not super educated on Super Villains and DC Comics and stuff, but definitely a lot of cool unlockable items to equip in your basement, and it just makes me dream about what they can add for a Highway 35 racing season. As you see, we got a movie poster here. Imagine that being the Highway 35 poster, guys. That would absolutely be sick. Continuing on, we got more walls. We got lots of little posters here. That's a pretty cool one. Little canvas. We got lots of phrases that you can add to your profile. Like as you can see in the top right corner, mine is giddy up right now. This one is I will break you. Doesn't look like you can pull it up. And here is the Black Manta car. This is the first one that you technically unlock at tier 16. What a sweet car. You got more profile phrases like it's payback time. And then right after Black Manta at tier 20, you have the Cheetah car. super sick. Then we got more posters, and I like that is that Teen Titans in the middle? I'm not 100% sure. It might be a Teen Titans poster, the third one. But super cool posters to add to your basement. Then we have the Bane car at tier 24. So you unlock these cars pretty quickly as you're moving through these tiers. You know, Black Manta, Cheetah, Bane. Then we got more basement decorations. Lots more, in fact. Just tons of stuff to put on the walls of your basement. Tons of themes for your background. Keep moving on here. There's a nice door for your basement. And then we have more posters. I haven't really messed around a whole lot with the basement. Maybe one day I'll do a stream where I just customize my basement. But there is the Poison Ivy car at tier 36. And then let's go all the way to the end here to take a look at the last unlockable car for the racing season, which is the Harley Quinn car that you unlock at tier 50. What a sweet ride. I have seen somebody online already using this, but I'm not sure if it was legit or not, because it would be pretty difficult to already be tier 50 considering it just came out like, what, 4 days ago? That is pretty impressive timing. And the racing season tiers do go past 50. They actually go all the way to tier 151. I believe somebody used a hack on PC and unlocked everything in the racing season. So it does go all the way up to tier 150. But that's going to be a bit of a grind to get up to 150. I'm not going to lie. But doing the daily challenges, I definitely think it's doable. And one interesting thing. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice this before. Up until tier 50, you get 3,500 coins and 500 gears per every other tier. But it looks like it goes down to 500 coins and 200 gears. That's actually very interesting. I didn't know that. So I guess they are going to try and limit the amount of coins that people are getting, because, you know, that would be crazy. Just nonstop flood of 3,500 coins. But that's interesting. I like that they did that. Sort of keeps the game a little more interesting, because if they did that all the way to tier 150, there would be no shortage of coins for sure. So overall, very, very satisfied with the racing season so far. I'm so glad they fixed the grinding for coins. You know, one of the only issues now, you know, is it only showed me like the first 50 tiers, because I think to see like 50 through 100 and then 100 to 150, you have to actually play through them all to see what's coming up next. But I don't think there's any more unlockable items in tiers 50 to 150. But I'm sure it's more, you know, coins and gears, so on and so forth. Who knows though? Maybe they hid more cars in there that I don't know about. I haven't seen anything about it online, but I don't think anybody would have made it that far already anyways, unless they've been playing nonstop for the last couple of weeks. But hopefully that means there's going to be a lot more coins and gears. But then that sort of leads to the question of, what do you spend all those coins on? Because, you know, the most expensive items in the shop are what, 2,000 coins? And if you're getting 3,500 with every different tier that you unlock, or every other tier, at some point you're going to end up with a ton of coins and nothing to spend them on. So who knows? Maybe I think it would be really cool if they added, you know, some really sick like red line cars, or something just super popular in the shop, like limited time cars that you can only get for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and have them cost like, you know, 10,000 coins or 20,000 coins. Just really cool limited release cars. That way, you know, it gives more meaning to having all those coins, or else, you know, you're just going to sit there with a pile of, you know, 30,000 coins once you've unlocked all the cars, and you're not going to have anything to spend it on. So I really hope they do add something like that, this sort of you can pull all your coins for, because especially I think most people, if they play all the way through this first racing season and get to, you know, tier 151, they will probably have enough coins to unlock every single car in the shop, and probably get most of their cars upgraded to legendary, or legendary, or whatever you can get it up to based on the rarity, with all the gears. So who knows? I hope they add something new to keep people engaged once they've got all the cars unlocked, because if there's only 6 new cars per racing season, once you unlock those 6, it's kind of like, what's the point of completing the season pass if you know, if you just get coins that you can't use on anything? But who knows? I'm sure they'll figure it out down the road, because they definitely answered the bell with the not enough coins. Now we have almost too many coins, but I'd definitely rather have too many than not enough. But anyways, I'm a huge, huge fan of the racing season. Kudos to Milestone team that absolutely took care of business and knocked it out of the park, and I cannot wait to see what they come out with next. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Just wanted to show you guys sort of what came out in the DC Supervillains racing season, for those of you that don't have the game, or for those of you who, you know, kind of been thinking about it, or those of you who played it for a couple weeks and then got sick of it. Definitely a reason to come back and unlock some of these cars for sure. But like I said, that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. On Wednesday, we have a sales video coming, and then on Friday, we have the winner of the giveaway. We're going to talk about who won the carded Power Rage. I don't have it laying around right now. I'm not sure where I put it, but that's what's coming down the road. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.